Hi friends, it's Joan at 10 Pentacles Tarot, and today I'm going to review for you one of the decks from the new delivery of the Card Deck Club by Hay House. So this is a quarterly box that comes, and there are 3 to 4 items in it, and this time we have 2 early release decks, one of which I am going to review right now. Let's look at what's in here first, and I will tell you which one I'm going to review. So, the theme for this month is grounding authenticity and abundance. So the first deck we get is the Mindscapes Tarot, an 80 card deck and guidebook. And if you hear the thundering, there's a storm going on right now. And then we got the Sisterhood of the Seers Oracle, a 44 card deck and guidebook. And then we got the Psychic Tarot Pocket Oracle deck, and I have the full-size one, and so it's really nice to get this new Pocket Oracle. All right, so right now I'm going to put away these 2 decks. Those will be in a future video, like probably I'll make it when I'm done with this one. And we are going to look closely at the Mindscapes Tarot. This is by John A. Rice. It is, again, an 80 card deck published by Hay House, of course. It is in a 2-piece top and bottom heavy cardboard box. And it's $26.99 in the US, $35.99 in Canada. And let me tell you what it says here. This is due to be released in July of 2025. When I'm recording this, it is May 20th, 2025. So this is quite early. So you'll be able to receive this in July. And it says, explore visionary landscapes and profound symbolism in this stunning 80 card tarot deck, hand-drawn in oil pastel in the style of classical landscape painting. Perfect for gaining clarity, creative inspiration, or a deeper connection with the universal flow, Mindscapes Tarot is a transformative window to your innermost self and a catalyst for personal growth. All right, so let's take a look. The box it's a matte finish. It has that kind of oily feel. Do you know how sometimes things that have a matte finish kind of have that feel? Okay, and it says, prepare to embark on the inside. I don't know if you can see it. There's a rainbow in there and an ocean. Let's look at the guidebook first. Again, this is a matte finish soft cover guidebook. John Rice is an award-winning actor, writer, and artist specializing in oil pastels. As one of the few artists working in this medium, his work has sold in more than 35 countries worldwide. And it goes on more about him. We have a title page. This is a 2025 deck again, early release. It will be released to the public in July of 2025. It has a table of contents. There's an introduction. Imagery and symbols. It talks about the colors and the meanings of the colors. A note about sigils. And it says, while working with Mindscapes, you will notice small sigils on the major arcana cards. In the bottom left-hand corner, you'll find a sigil for the card's astrological correspondence. Cool. Alongside the card name, you'll find my own shorthand sigils for each archetype, developed and used during personal ritual, journaling, and meditation. And there's more. It talks about reading the cards, major arcana, minor arcana. Okay, so the suits are the branches, which will be the wands, the tides, which are the cups, spires, which are swords, and stones, which are pentacles. Then it talks about spreads. There's a clarity spread with 4 cards. There's a window pane spread with 5 cards. And then it talks about the major arcana. And each card, we have the name of the card, the number of the card, their keywords, planet, zodiac, planet/zodiac correspondent, which element is for, and symbols. Okay, so for example, the Fool symbols are sailing ship, stowaway, red cloak, dog, red skies, and liquor bottles. And then there is a meaning of the card and then an action that you can take. And it looks like that is for each Each major arcana has about a page and a half. And it goes through the same thing with that. The keywords, planet, or zodiac sign, element, and the symbols. And then we get to the minor arcana. Now, in this deck, there are 2 extra cards. So we have the catacomb, which is card number 22. And it's about history, family, ancestors, collective unconscious, past, present integration, healing, reconciliation, mediumship, equality, legacy, tradition, and birthright. Then card number 23, the great work, is about humor, gratitude, lightheartedness, appreciation, attention, spontaneity, purpose, destiny, interconnectedness, cosmic play, macrocosm, and microcosm. And then we get to the minor arcana. Now, we will do a 1-card reading at the end so you can see exactly how this book is written to see if you can relate to it. So we have the suit of branches, which would be wands. And then for each card, again, they're keywords, a planet, zodiac, element, sign, an element, a symbols, and then a meaning. And after these, there are journal prompts. So let's see, yes, and it looks like each card has that and journal prompts. So we have the suit of branches, and we have, and the court cards are the page, knight, queen, and king. Then we have tides, and it's the same with journal prompts for each card, so about a page and a half. And then we go to the spires, which are swords. And then we go to the stones, which are the pentacles or coins. All right, and so after those, we have a conclusion and acknowledgements, as well as about the artist, John Rice. And there's a black and white picture. All right, so, and then there's publisher information. All right, and again, it's Hay House. So I think this is very beautiful so far. And this is a thick deck. Did I mention this is, I'm not sure, $26.99 in the US, $35.99 in Canada. I think I said that already, but just in case I didn't, I've said it again. Okay, so let's look at the cards. On the front, they each have a kind of a black border, rounded edges. At the top is the number of the card. At the bottom is a banner with the name, and then the sigils that he talked about and the astrological symbols. This is what the back looks like. Very beautiful. This is not reversible. Love it. All right, so let's look at the cards. That's a thick deck, friends. All right, so, and the cards are matte finish. And they are actually, yeah, medium to heavyweight cardstock. All right, so we have the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Lovers. This reminds me of Tarot Landscapes, or the Landscape Tarot. It reminds me of it. We have the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Hanged One, Death, Temperance, the Devil. There are not very many humans in any of these. There are a few here and there, tiny ones. The Tower, the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, the World, the Catacomb, and the Great Work. And those are all of the major arcana cards. Then we have the suit of branches or wands. We have Ace of Branches, Two of Branches, Three of Branches, Four of Branches, Five of Branches, Six of Branches, 7 of branches, 8 of branches, 9 of branches, 10 of branches, page of branches, knight of branches, queen of branches, and king of branches. And so, of course, we missed the human element in here. Some people like that, some people don't like that. Of course, that's going to be an individual decision. I do love the artwork in these, and I really like the colors a lot. So we have the suit of tides, ace of tides, 2 of tides, 3 of tides, 4 of tides, 5 of tides, 6 of tides, 7 of tides, 8 of tides, 9 of tides, 10 of tides, page of tides, knight of tides, queen of tides, and king of tides. And then we have the suit of spires, which would be swords, ace of spires, 2 of spires, 3 of spires, 4 of spires, 5 of spires, 6 of spires, 7 of spires, 8 of spires, and 9 of spires, 10 of spires, page of spires, knight of spires, queen of spires, and king of spires. And finally, the suit of stones, which would be pentacles. We have the ace of stones, 2 of stones, 3 of stones, 4 of stones, 5 of stones, 6 of stones, 7 of stones, 8 of stones, 9 of stones, 10 of stones, page of stones, knight of stones, queen of stones, and king of stones. All right, so let's see how they shuffle. Okay, this deck is a bit thick for my fingers, so I'm not going to be successful with the riffle shuffle, but people with bigger hands I'm sure would be. These don't stick together. They seem to shuffle very nicely. All right, so let's see. So we are going to do a 1-card reading to see what Spirit has to say to you, and so you can see how the guidebook is written for this deck. So Spirit, what message do you have for the viewer today? What do they need to know, think about, or consider at this time in their life? What would you like to say to them? What message do you have for the viewer? Okay, it is the 3 of stones or the 3 of pentacles. So I am going to set this up this way so you can see it a bit better. 3 of pentacles is about, generally, it's about working with a group of people. And the picture on this does not give me that meaning. But let's see what the book says. All right, so this is what it says. Keywords: talent, accomplishment, craftsmanship, advancement, recognition, and support. And again, sometimes it is about working on a masterpiece. The planet and zodiac for this card are Saturn and Capricorn. The element is Earth. The symbols are painted sky, sun, tower, and plain dwellings. Behind the adobe dwellings rises a grand tower with its top shining in the sun. It is much more detailed and ornamented than the first structures, which implies an effort to create something truly special and unique. The tower can also symbolize confident craftsmanship and expertise, standing apart from the crowd and being recognized for one's work. Great things can be accomplished if you believe in yourself and hone your skills, and even better if you're able to muster your community's support. Even the painted sky seems to support the hypothesis that the act of creation carries with it a divine inspiration and imperative. And then here are the journal prompts. What skills or talents do I possess that set me apart from others? 5 traits that I admire in my younger self include: when was the last time I felt truly in my element? What doubts or insecurities do I have about my talents? And 5 role models who have turned their talents into success stories are. And those are the journal prompts for you. All right, so that is how the book is written. Hopefully that helped you. This, again, was my review of the Mindscapes Tarot by John Rice, published by Hay House, due to be released in July of 2025. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not done so. It's completely free for you, and it helps me out a whole lot. I want to thank you for being with me today. My bird, hear him, baby bird, wants to thank you for being with me today. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is where you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.